Hello everybody and welcome back to the Positive Craig YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. I hope you guys are having a great time out there, and it's great to be back doing another one of my videos. Remember, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and leave a nice message and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Today we're going to be getting into another positive video, another really strong one that's going to help you move forward. Let's get straight into it. Welcome back everybody. Yes, today we're going to be talking about three very important words: execute, failure, success. Yes, we're going to be looking at three different words and what they are and what they break them down to, and how it means in regards to how we have the journey of starting something, stumbling, but also seeing what is at the end of all our hard work. So yes, this week we're going to be talking about execute. So execute, what does that mean? It's not execute. I'm talking about executing a plan, executing something that you're planning to do. It's basically putting the work in and letting your actions speak for themselves. That is, finding out what it is you want to do, what plan you've got, what sort of ideas that you're looking to put forward. Is it looking to do with changing a career? Is it looking to do with starting a new career? Is it starting a new venture in life, a new business? Whatever it is, it always starts with you having to execute that plan. So it is important that you understand, obviously from the beginning, plans need to be made. You have to be prepared and you have to be ready to adapt should things change. Now failure is such a big part of being successful. Nobody, absolutely nobody, has been successful and never suffered some sort of failure at some point, some sort of stumbling block, some sort of hurdle that's caused you to have problems, and you're not been able to get yourself on track because you feel like you're hitting, you're tripping over all these problems, and then that's easy for you to give up. But then success is such an important thing. When you see what you've done, what the fruits of your labour, why you've worked so hard, why you've grinded yourself to the bone, why you've put all them extra hours in, why you were the first one there, you were the last one to leave. It's about the success of it and how you can look back on that and say, you know what, I did that. That was my plan. I saw it through and I've got to exactly where I need to be. And that is what it is about this week. We're talking about execute, failure, success. So let's break them down a little bit more and obviously get into the nuts and bolts of them. And hopefully that'll help you understand how it is and how best to sort of manage the three different categories and how that's going to look to you. Okay, so executing a plan. Where does that start? How does that look for you? Executing a plan will always have a beginning. We'll always have an idea, a little spark of an amazing thing that you decide that all of a sudden, or it could be something that you've always planned or something you've always dreamed of, is come to light. That opportunity pops up for you to take that leap, that first step out the door, that challenge that you do need to start executing your plan. So what is it that you do to start this? What is the best methods to do this? Now, there isn't really a best method other than what's best for you. I can give you some ideas of what really good plans are, what good ways to execute a plan, but what you need to do is find out what plan is best for you. What's the best way to execute this plan based on how you learn, how you evolve, and how you adapt to certain things. A lot of people may start out, writing a good plan down, getting some things down on paper, getting them sort of in stone, and think, right, okay, that's what I see, that's how I sort of plan for the future, because that is really important. Planning for the future is such a good thing, because if you know what to expect, you know what sort of journeys you want to go on. If you set yourself a little bit of a time scale or some sort of rate of where you want to be, say in like a month's time, 2 months time, 6 months time, a year's time, that will work great. But some people don't necessarily have to do that. Some people can do it with their own confidence. Some people don't need to write it down. They can just go, right, I've got this idea, I'm pretty sure I know in my head what I need to do, so I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to go straight into this. I'm not going to wait any longer, and I'm going to try. So again, this is about how you adapt to this, how you best deal with executing your plan. It could be simple as writing down. It could be something like diving headfirst into it. But it all comes down to how you want to do this and how you adapt to it. So you need to look at the different ways, the different plans, different ways you can execute what it is you're looking to do, be it a new business, a new venture, going for a new role or a new type of job, or in an industry that you've never been in before. Whatever it is, you need to think about how that's going to look for you. How does it, what's the future going to look like for you? How's it going to be down the line? Is it going to be successful? Are you going to work hard at it? Are you going to put your all into it? Is it something you want to dip your toe into just to see if it's for you, or something that I'm not quite sure? Whatever it is, and whatever rate it takes, and whatever pace it needs to be, you need to find that out. That needs to be something you figure out yourself. As I say, there's lots of different ways to do it, but you are the one who can decide what is best for you. There's plenty of things out there, lots of things on the internet, lots of guidelines, lots of helpful advice, forums, various different things. So maybe have a little look on the internet, have a little look at some things, maybe look at some of my videos, past videos as well, and see what it is that inspires you. See what it is what pace you start your day and start your planning of thinking is. Because it is important that you do understand yourself, because if you understand yourself, executing a plan will be so much easier. It's not about, well, I know they do it this way, so I'm going to try it that way. That might not work for you. You need to find your way. So remember, strip it back, find out the best ways to learn, the best ways to succeed, and the best ways to execute your plan. Failure. One big word, failure. A lot of people don't like to talk about failure. A lot of people don't like to acknowledge failure. People don't want to fail in whatever it is they do. No one enjoys failure. No one likes to be unsuccessful or whatever it is they're doing. They want to be successful. They want to win. They want to win every time. They want everything to go perfectly. But you know what? That's not how life is. You will always come up against hurdles. You will always have problems. Of one way of capacity, it could be financial, stress, workload. There's lots of different failures that you can suffer some real tough ones, and that can unfortunately sometimes extinguish that fire, that passion that you have, because you're sick of failing and you can't see a way out of it. So I think one of the big things that you need to understand is embracing failure, using failure to your advantage. Failure will happen to you. You will have downtime. You will have days where things are tough. But it's how you decide to pick yourself up. It's how you decide to learn from those mistakes. Because all of the greatest people out there have had failures. People who've made decisions, invested, planned for this and it's not worked out. People who've started things and unfortunately it's not come to fruition. There's lots of things out there, lots of examples that you can look at failure, and also look at some of the successful people in life, some of the most richest people, the most successful people in the world who've suffered from failure and found their way back, looking at how they can best do it, how they can pick themselves up from probably their lowest to become the best version of who they want to be. Now, I know this is one example that I'm going to give you now. Like, for instance, the author of the Harry Potter books, J.K. Rowling, she started out obviously writing a children's book. She started out doing really well. She actually went to 12 publishers and they all turned her down, all of them. And it took one publisher to actually take the script, I think for Philosopher's Stone, off her hands. But even though they took that, they said to her, and this is actually factual, they actually said to her, you're probably best getting a day job, because I don't think really, writing children's books is for you, might not be your forte. Fast forward to today. She's one of the most successful authors of children's books ever been. She has a net worth of £1 billion US dollars. That was, I literally found that information up today. That is phenomenal. Now that is just a small picture of how failure looks and how failure can hit you in the face. People can talk you out of it, talk you down and say, you know what, maybe you should get another job, maybe you should do something differently, this isn't for you. But she stuck to it. She stuck to it, and she's very, very successful now. She's made a massive career out of it. Movies, franchise, toys, you name it, everybody's heard of Harry Potter. There's one example of not giving up, of taking failure and using it to your advantage. So embrace that. Look at some people who inspire you. Who inspires you? Who is your hero? It could be somebody who's a successful singer like Beyonce. It could be an actor, an actress. It could be a business person. It could be anybody. Somebody who inspires you. And what is it what journey have they been on? Maybe it's worth having a little look. Have a look back at their backstory. Where did they start out? Did they start off poor? Did they come from humble backgrounds and then have worked hard and built up to it, but also been through some really tough times? So it is important to look at who the people that inspire you and see what they've gone through, because I pretty much guarantee that the people who you inspired by have had problems, have had issues, have had problems where they've fell off the wagon, things have gone rubbish, and they've ended up cancelling what they're doing, but they've not given up. They've done something about it and made it their own. So yeah, have a look at how failure looks for you and how you can turn it around and make it better. Make it work for you, not work against you. And that is the big key here. You need to use it to your advantage. Do not see it as a disadvantage. Success, the predictable result of hard work. Everybody who puts the effort in, everyone who concentrates on an idea, focuses themselves on doing a good job, a great job, an outstanding job, that's when success will come to you. It will not happen overnight. It will not be easy. As I've said in the previous part of this video, you will fall, you will stumble, you will find issues. Finding the right way to start an idea, follow an idea through, getting over the stumbling blocks and getting to that success. That's one of the tough things, but it's one of the most rewarding things you can do, especially if it's an idea that you've created. Now, a lot of people, find that, you need a lot of patience, a lot of sacrifice to get to that. And yes, you do. It's not easy. You will have to work for it. What is it that's important to you? What success is it that you want? Do you want to be successful in your job? Successful in your relationships? Successful in life? Successful in whatever endeavours you want to do. And have you ever tasted success? And I'm talking real success, not something like, I've won this, I've won that. I'm talking about something that you've started out to do. It could be a weight loss program, it could be going for your dream career. And think about where you are now. Think about the success you've had in your life. If you've had success, how does that feel? How does that look to you? Because I'll tell you now, when you're successful at something, or you've had success in some area of your life, when you get to that place and you find yourself at that place, you are on cloud nine. It's the best feeling ever, because if you've earned it, if you've worked for it, you've absolutely put everything you could into it to get to where you need to be, that makes it all worthwhile. Success is such a fabulous thing to have. It could be overnight for some people. It could be year, 2 years, 5 years time. But it's about getting to that success, finding your own success. And how does success look for you? Have you been following the guidelines? Have you been looking at the ways you can improve, get better, and be, say, promoted to the place you want to be at? And how does success look for you? Because it is the one thing we all strive for. We all strive for success. We always want to be, getting paid lots of money, being high up in the company, being at our, the highest accolades of what we can be. Our peers, we inspire them. Success is fantastic, and it is something we all aspire to get. What is it for you? What is your idea of success? What does success look like to you? You need to look at how your goals are and how success and where you want to leave success. What is your point where you feel you've hit success? What is it that you've got to that you go, you know what, now I am successful? How high is that bar you've set yourself? Or do you set it too high? Sometimes overachieving, is what obviously we all aspire for, but underachieving, is what we don't really want to do. So we want to sort of underperform, overachieve really is sort of how we look at it. So we want to really get it right and find the right way of doing it, where we get that balance right of success, patience, time, hard work and effort, and make it work for ourselves. And if you do follow those rules, follow the basic rules of whoever it is you're looking to be inspired by, be as successful as, or be as driven as, you need to look at how they've done it, look at how they've sort of dealt with the problems around them, and make your own plan, make your own routes to success, and make it happen for yourself, because you're the one who's in control of this. You need to do this for yourself. I can't give it to you. The person next to you can't give it to you. You have to work hard for it. So remember that. Find out what it is and chase that dream. Okay, thank you very much for joining my video today. I'm so glad you've watched this. I'm glad you hope you stuck through to the end. If you are new to my channel and you are liking the content that I'm putting out, as I said earlier, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I've got something very special coming up, which I'm going to be announcing in December. Something that I'm going to be doing for December, but will be done in January. Something very special I'm going to undertake. It's a personal goal, something very positive I'm looking to do. I say stay tuned if you want to hear about that. As I say, I'm not giving anything away just yet, but it's something I'm really proud of and something that's inspired me to get successful on something. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure doing my video, and as always, I've been Positively Craig. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.